Hello and welcome to Hyperdog Digital. This is Scott. Today we're going to take a look at a digital camcorder here by COMI, C-O-M-I. This is it right here. Haven't even taken it out of the box yet, so let's do that right now. So inside the box you have a service card, very nice. Some drivers, if anybody ever uses those anymore. A HDMI cable. Cool. User's manual. We have, we'll start here. There's a battery, AV cable, charging cable, remote, AC adapter, and you have a little carrying pouch, and inside that is the camera itself. Right there. So these are pretty common style, very compact. One hand. It's got the screen that pulls out and can be flipped around to several different angles. You have your power button, mode, menu, up, down for going through the menu options. On the back side here, you can pop this open, and here's your connections for the HDMI, for charging cable, the AV. This is your recording button, and also used for taking your pictures, and some indicator lights here. One for charging and one for says busy, which is actually that it's in use. You got a little hand strap here on the top. You have the controls for zoom, and you also have a button for taking a photo. Of course, the front is the camera lens, and you have some LEDs here that you can turn on if you need a little extra light. And the bottom is the hole for mounting it onto a tripod or something like that. And you can also open up the bottom, which will get you access to the battery and where your SD card will go. So let's talk a little bit about this camera. This camera you can find on Amazon, a few other places. Usually runs about $69. So it is certainly not the top of the line camera that you're going to see out there. So understand, what you're getting, you're paying $69 for. But for what you're paying, I think you're getting a really decent camera. Again, you can flip this open. You got a nice big screen here, and usually, if you got the battery charged, it'll open right up. The image is pretty good. The videos it takes are really nice. They are full high definition, and we'll take a look a little bit here. We'll go into the menu and take a look here. That will give you 1920 by 1080. You do have the option of doing just high definition, which is listed here at 1280 by 720, and then 640 by 480. Of course, the higher resolution, the more space it's going to take up on your SD card. So there, you have those options if you want to, try and bring your resolution down so you can record a little bit more. But this is a good example of what the menu looks like, of how you get around in the menu. You can switch over to what's more of a we'll go back here to it's more of just a general settings, and then you can get out and go to picture mode, and in the menu here there's a few different options for just the camera itself versus the video camera, and then of course you can switch over again. These are the same, just general settings for the camera itself. And so the mode button, of course, will take you back and forth between video camera, your playback, and your video camera and your pictures and your playback. Pushing the power button just briefly will give you your LED lights to come on. And of course, the buttons up at the top is your zoom, and your photo button. And of course, record is what starts you recording the videos if you wanted to do that. Again, the videos are not bad. The one thing that I am a little disappointed with on here is that there doesn't seem to be any kind of autofocus or focus of any kind. So you basically have to try and use the zoom as best as you can to get as close as you want to whatever you're taking a picture of, and hopefully it's not too close. I haven't been able to get anything. Let's take the user manual here for an example. Trying to get a close-up of that you're not going to be able to read any of that information. It's just there's no focus. It won't focus in on the details or anything like that. If you're just taking pictures of, like your kid at a play or nature or something like that, this is going to work out fine for you. But if you're trying to do anything detailed, like if you're doing video reviews, you're probably going to have a problem with this camera. But otherwise, it does work very good. It's very simple to use. I didn't even have to really read the instructions to get around and look at stuff and set up the settings the way I wanted to. It's very self-explanatory, very easy to move around, very easy to pick what you need within the menus and get it set up whatever way works best for you. Alright, so taking a look at some of the accessories we got here. First and foremost, probably the most useful item is the remote control here. And as you can see, looking at the remote, you have a lot of different options that you can use with it. You can get into the menu, you can switch the mode, you can turn on the LED, you can go into playback mode, you can select the modes individually here, you can power the camera off, and you can control the zoom. Now, all that's great and all, but really I think it's a little strange for you to be able to get into the menu and scroll around, because generally if you're going to be using a remote, you're away from the camera, you're not going to be able to see the menu. So I don't know why that's even going to be much use to you. But maybe there's something else you're doing. Maybe you got it on a screen and you can see the output that way while you're doing recording, and maybe that'll work for you. But for me, it really didn't have much of a use, though it was kind of cool. You do have several options for playing back your images. Of course, you can use the AV cable and put it up on your screen that way, and you do have an HDMI cable, so you can use that as well. And then of course you have just your regular charging cable. There was an AC wall charger that you can plug this into, but if you have any of these micro USB cables, any one of them will work. So if you have a little bit longer one, you can certainly use that if you want to, but it's pretty straightforward. All right, so there is the COMI Camcorder. It is an HD camcorder, full high definition is what it says. It really, for the price you're paying, this is a really good camera. I don't think you're going to find anything better for that price. It does what it says it's going to do. It's got a lot of nice features. The pictures that you take, whether with the video camera mode, are very good. The pictures with the camera, it can get you up to 24 megapixels, and they're very good as well. It's very easy to use. You have a lot of options within the menus, so you can set things up the way you want. It does have face recognition and smile recognition, so it'll automatically take a picture when you're smiling. The one big drawback for me really was that it didn't have autofocus or really focus of any kind. If you're looking for some of those type of options, you're going to have to spend a little bit more money, and that's understandable. But if you're just looking for an easy, simple video camera that's going to do what you need it to do, just to take pictures of whatever's going on, this is definitely something you can look at. It doesn't cost a lot. It does what it says it's going to do, and it's very simple to use. So I would recommend this if you're just looking for an easy camera to use for just everyday stuff. Thanks again for joining us here at HyperDog Digital, and I'll see you again soon.